Feeling better, but yeah, just got a couple of ways to go. So nice to have a little break. The boys took care of business, so we could get a little bit built-in rest. And I also don't know when the next series starts, so continuing the road to getting back on the court as soon as possible.
What are you doing at this point, Steph? Are you just getting treatment? Are you riding a bike? Are you where?
It's a lot of treatment, pretty much 3 times a day. Trying to get full range of motion back, and then doing some things where I can keep my cardio up and my strength in the weight room. Just started riding the bike a little bit yesterday. So all those things that you can keep your body active while there's still healing to.
Can you do any shooting at all?
No, I tried that, but right now with where we are is trying to just continue the healing process and not rush it. So as long as there's some pain and whatnot, shooting is not really on the docket.
When you say treatment, is that just ice? Is there
No, I mean there's a lot of ice. That's kind of the most consistent thing, and then there's manual therapy that you can do to keep not only the ligament but muscles and bones and tendons and everything around the ligament, keep them as loose and active as possible, and then let the ligament heal.
I think everybody was shocked at the end Clark on the floor. I mean, was that a spontaneous thing that happened, or?
Yeah, I mean, that was a kind of electric kind of moment, and that's why I was out there, because I couldn't move around good enough to get up and down off the bench or whatnot. That was taking it a little too far, but we were having fun, and I was reminded quickly after I picked him up that was not a good idea.
Steve asked that you don't try to pick up spades.
I picked the right. I'm high at basketball IQ, so I picked up the right teammate for sure.
Yeah, you have to like keep Riley and Ryan at bay, because I know you like to get out on the floor with them.
Yeah, I can get creative. Yeah, there's she knows Daddy's a little bit hurt, so piggyback rides and stuff like that aren't gonna happen. But we can have other fun.
Steph, your spirits do seem, given the circumstances, and is it pretty fun to watch how well they've played without you the last 6 halves?
For
6
sure.
quarters.
I had the utmost faith and confidence in the 14 other guys on this team to go out and show who they are and what they're capable of, and they've obviously done that. I only played 38 minutes in the first round, and we finished it in 5. So they're a very capable group. Without me, obviously, I would like to be out there with them, and I feel like we're a better team when I'm out there. But the way that they play and the way that they have that confidence and swagger about them, it's fun to watch. So I need that. The same energy, focus, confidence going forward and to start this next round, and hopefully get out to a good start and get back to full strength as soon as possible.
Are you still getting treatment on your ankle? One of the blessings of this injury, I guess, that situation has improved?
Yeah, it's still, I didn't have any setbacks from the fall. Like, my ankle came out all right. It was only my knee, so I'm getting, I'll call it full body treatments as I go through this process. Obviously, there's a focus on the ligament, and that's what's keeping me off the floor right now. But you have to maintain the whole body, as and my ankle is obviously something that I'll continue to get treatment on, whether I hurt my knee or not.
The team obviously said it will be reevaluated in 2 weeks, which would be May. Is that your target, or do you have a more optimistic view? Or
I always have an optimistic view, no matter what it is. So I hope to get back sooner. Having talked to the doctors and athletic training staff and all the experts, that 2-week timeline was, as Bob said, an educated guess on cases that, or other situations that guys have hurt same thing I did, and the kind of recovery time they had. Obviously, everybody heals differently, so whether it's before 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, right at 2 weeks, the plan is to stay the same. Every day I'm getting treatment. Every day I'm trying to do what I need to do to get back on the floor. And when the body says it's time, then we'll push that.
Will you need?
That button.
Will you need to go through some of the you did with the ankle, where you 3-on-3, 5-on-5, and there's several steps. I imagine you have to.
Yeah, that's the plan. And then obviously after tonight and maybe Sunday, when we know who we're playing in the schedule, I can kind of understand how the games will fall and the opportunities that I'll have to maybe get into a practice session or what we need to kind of create once I'm close to being ready to go, so that I can go through those checkpoints. It's playoff basketball, so in this extended period of time, it's very hard to just jump back out there. No matter how healthy you are, you got the cardio, the timing, the rhythm, and all that stuff. So the way we handled my ankle was the right call. Obviously, an unfortunate slip, but we'll approach my knee the same way.
Will you be trying to work onto the court like you did with the ankle, or since this is a knee, you might just take a different approach?
I can't really say. I've gotten some good advice and talked to some doctors that know this injury very well. And structurally, I'm sound, so knowing that, if I go out there, I'm not going to hurt it anymore. But there's obviously pain thresholds and things that can shut your knee down if you're not ready to go. So it's kind of a fine balance. I don't know if I'll wait till I guess I won't wait till I'm like whatever 100% in, because obviously there's a sense of urgency with the playoffs, but I won't rush it to the point where I'm putting myself in danger.
When Andre was out, he talked about this. Do you just suddenly find yourself with a lot of time on your hands that you didn't have before?
Sort of. In the playoffs, we haven't had any road trips that I've missed or anything, so my schedule is pretty much the same. Come to the gym. I've been here probably 4 or 5 hours every day trying to get that treatment I need to get back and make use of the time. Felt like I spent more time in here in the gym than when I was healthy. So it's a little different. Obviously, the game days are the ones that mentally it's just a different kind of vibe when you know you're not playing and you want to be playing, because you have a certain routine and protocol of how you get ready for games, and then that kind of changes. So that's the only thing that's different.
Steph, Ian handling things pretty well. What's your assessment of what you've seen from him?
He's a guy that's always been ready. I think that's why we have him on our team this year. He's a talented guy that can come in and execute the game plan, can score from shooting threes, getting in the lane, shooting his runner, can run the offense at the point guard position, plays good defense. So he's not afraid of any moment either, which is what you love to see. Game 3, when we're down, whatever, he was a huge catalyst for that comeback, and almost got that game winner. So he's ready for the moment. Every time I've been hurt, and I kind of just look at him, he kind of gives me that nod, like, yeah, I know, it's my turn. I got you, that kind of vibe. So that's not just for show, either he actually believes and goes out and he's been playing well.
Steph, have you ever, when you get hurt, and you say what exactly happened during the time?
Yeah, I've seen him. I was trying to figure out where that wet spot came from, and obviously going back and seeing Monty Udis slide across the floor right before I got to that part of the court. Just kind of an unlucky break. And I've watched it, and I just feel really blessed to have gotten out of that situation with only an MCL sprain. That could have been 10 times worse. So that's the biggest takeaway I got from watching the tape is some angels protecting me and keeping me light on my feet, so I didn't put all that jerk and pressure on my knee and something catastrophic happened. So that's why I've been real optimistic and just kind of joyful about the situation, knowing that I'll be back on the floor and join my teammates soon.
Steph, you said you've dealt with this. Have you talked to any other athletes who reached out who've had similar injuries, and any suggestions or guidance?
Not really. I looked at there's some write up of everybody in the league this year that had the same injury I did, how long they were out. I saw that, and it was anywhere from like 6 days to 3 weeks, somewhere in there. So that was the only real kind of information I got from other players. But just having a team of doctors that we've got on the line, and not only on our staff, but doctors that I know, we're doing the right things to get me back on the floor. So I'm pretty confident in our plan.
Are you close to shooting? Tested out by shooting again, do you think, Steph?
Close, but I don't know if that means it'll take another day or another 3 or 4 days. I couldn't do it right now.
Last one for Tim. Related that maybe your ankle brace had something to do with the way your knee buckled. Do you see anything there? Is there any concern about maybe because of the ankle brace, the knee that has different support to it and maybe led to this?
Nah, it's simply a wet spot that put me in a very vulnerable position. My ankle braces have kept me on the floor for the majority of the games the last 4 years. So I've done things to strengthen my body and hips and the whole chain down to my ankles that have kept me right. I don't know if I would have felt any differently had I not been wearing ankle braces or not, but the way I saw the video, everything was pretty in line, which is what you want in that situation. You don't want anything kind of rotating against itself or putting pressure where it shouldn't be. So my knee was going to take all that force regardless because of the position I was in, having slipped. So I'm rolling with that.
Great, thank you.